Hello, Morongo Basin and listeners around the world online at Z107.7 FM.com. Here is the Z107.7 local news for Wednesday, August 16th, 2023. The case of a missing person in the Morongo Basin has expanded, and the authorities are asking for your help in locating not just a missing woman, but the man she was last seen with. Feng Jin was reported missing on July 26th. She is reported to have flown into Los Angeles from China on July 14th, at which point she took a train to the Palm Springs area. John Fitzpatrick was reported missing on July 30th from the Morongo Basin area by a friend. The sheriff's office said that Feng hired Fitzpatrick as a tour guide of the Morongo Basin area. They were supposed to go camping, but the amount of time they were to be gone was not disclosed. They are both still listed as voluntary missing, and their cases are not criminal investigations, but the sheriff's office is still asking for the public's help in locating Feng and Fitzpatrick as part of their investigation. Feng Jin is identified as a 47-year-old Asian female, approximately 5'4", 110 pounds, with black hair and brown eyes. John Fitzpatrick is described as a white male, 5'8", 185 pounds, black hair and hazel eyes. He was last known to be driving a blue Toyota Tacoma. You can see photographs of Feng and Fitzpatrick and the Toyota Tacoma on our website, Z107.7 FM.com. Anyone with information regarding either of these people is asked to contact Detective Tyler Bengard at the Morongo Basin Sheriff's Station at 760-366-4175. There was a robust and active public attendance at last night's Yucca Valley Town Council meeting. It began with a presentation from the Vice President of External Affairs of Frontier Communications, who updated the council on their progress toward building and introducing fiber optics to the Morongo Basin. The council revisited resident concerns with the concrete sidewalks in the Essig Park Small Dog Park and approved changes for the expansion of the park, but the concrete will remain. Reporter Hillary Sloan was at the meeting and recorded the actions taken by the council and community comments.
During their approval of the consent agenda, Councilman Jeff Strauss held down an item. He recommended the council keep the observance of both Flag Day and Memorial Day. The motion was approved. The town council approved the list of 4 contractors who will bid on the Aquatic and Recreation Center project. The construction bid award is projected for November, and project completion is slated for late 2025. The council also agreed to continue the contract with auditors Rogers, Anderson, Malady, and Scott LLP for an additional 3-year period, and approved replacing 1,237 signs in the town-wide beautification program. Lastly, with input from residents, the council discussed special events in single-family residential zones. The discussion included the possibility of low-impact events, commercial events, family events, economic impetus, and how this may be regulated. The staff took in all the suggestions, and the discussion will continue with public sessions and planning commission input. In closing, Deputy Manager Shane Stuckel said,
"This is not a simple issue, and I think it's important that as you do send this to the Planning Commission, that you understand what you're talking about doing is putting a commercial activity in a residential zone. Your general plan doesn't work well with that. The question is going to be between planning staff and legal staff, how does that happen?"
For more information about the issues discussed at last night's meeting, see this story at Z107.7 FM.com. For Z107.7, this is reporter Hillary Sloan.
Last night's scheduled meeting of the 29 Palms Planning Commission was canceled yesterday at about 10 a.m. 29 Palms City Manager Frank Lucchino told Z107.7 that the meeting was canceled due to lack of quorum and that a number of commissioners were unable to attend the meeting. The 29 Palms Planning Commission will next meet in regular session on September 5th. The Morongo Valley Community Services District Board of Directors will hold their regular 6 p.m. meeting tonight at the Multipurpose Room in Covington Park. Assignment reporter Gabriel Hart has the meeting's agenda for us today.
For new business items, the MVCSD board will discuss and review a bid for tree maintenance in Covington Park after reports of trees in the softball field being a safety hazard to the public. The MVCSD was selected for funding through the 2023 Volunteer Fire Capacity Grant from CAL FIRE. with $9,315 awarded for wildland personal protective equipment with a match of $4,657. And the board is recommended to accept this award during the meeting by signing Resolution 23-04. Finally, board members will review, discuss, and update the 22-05 schedule of fees. Reporting for Z107.7, this is assignment reporter Gabriel Hart.
Yucca Valley's High Desert Water District Board of Directors meeting normally scheduled for today has been canceled, while Joshua Tree's Joshua Basin Water District's regularly scheduled meeting begins promptly at 5:30 p.m. Reporter Mike Lipsitz is here with your Wednesday Water Roundup.
A Joshua Basin Water District directors will set the appropriation limit for fiscal 2023-24 and likely approve 2022 and 2023 bad debt write-off of nearly $35,000. As always, today's meeting at the district office on Choita Road in Joshua Tree is open to the public. Instructions for remote attendance may be found with this story at Z107.7fm.com. Reporting for Z107.7 News, this is Mike Lipsitz.
Bighorn sheep are being studied here in the Morongo Basin. With more, here is Stacy Soley.
On a recent Z107.7 Up Close show, host Gary Daniel spoke with Joshua Tree National Park wildlife biologist Michael Vomstad about the park's bighorn sheep, including some of the fascinating insight researchers are gaining through the use of satellite-enabled tracking devices.
These are collars that go on the sheep. It looks like a thick necklace, and it talks to satellite.
The collars allow Vomstad to see exactly where the sheep are at any moment. Recently, they showed how a herd of bighorn from the Mojave National Preserve migrated over 100 miles into the Coxcomb Mountains. These mountains are south of the 29 Palms Highway in the easternmost section of Joshua Tree National Park. And when the herds are able to migrate like this, it can improve their genetic diversity and their overall health. The collars are also shining a light on the activity of a significant predator.
But one of the most interesting things is that we've had 6 of the 16 sheep that we had collared were killed by mountain lions, or we believe were killed by mountain lion, which sounds really crazy, but honestly, it's really an indicator of the health of the system. We have predator-prey relationships that are working in the park.
You can hear the full interview with Michael Vomstad by listening to the Up Close show as a podcast at Z107.7fm.com or wherever you get your podcasts. This is Stacy Soley reporting for Z107.7.
Thank you, Stacy. If you want to support the park, the Joshua Tree National Park Association is holding a fundraiser beneath the desert sky, Saturday, August 19th at Pappy and Harriet's, featuring local bands Mojave Lords and Friends, Flames of Durga, and Cess Claire. Then on September 23rd, there's another fundraiser, the Bighorn Benefit Dinner and Auction. Funds from this event will go directly to support the Desert Bighorn Monitoring Program. And finally, blood is desperately needed in the Morongo Basin. To that end, Livestream will be holding a blood drive tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the California Welcome Center parking lot located at 57611 29 Palms Highway in Yucca Valley. Healthy individuals at least 15 years of age may donate blood. Donors receive a free mini physical. Please set an appointment by calling Livestream at 1-800-879-4484 or visiting lstream.org. That's our local news. Hear local news 7 times a day, 7 days a week at 7, 8, 9, noon, 4, 5, and 6. If you hear news happening, let us know about it. Email us at tips@z107.7fm.com. Reporting for the Morongo Basin News Leader, the award-winning Z107.7 Local News, I'm Jeff Harmatz.